Good morning. I'm Pastor Steve of the Warwick Christian Fellowship. I'm glad you joined us today for our time of devotion. I pastor at the Warwick Christian Fellowship. You can check us out at www.wcfri.org. Catch up on some old devotionals and some past sermons. Find out about our church, our services. Hope you can come and join us Sunday. Do you ever wish sometimes that, or try to figure out why we have to suffer through life and what to do and why, and just suffering just always seems to be here, and once you get through one thing, something else comes along. I want to read you something from 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6 through 7. In Christ you greatly rejoice, though now, for a little while, you may have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. These have come so that your faith, of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may be proved genuine and may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed. Peter tries to show us how we can see hope in our suffering. Peter understood suffering from identifying with Jesus and his years of serving in the new church. Sometimes his suffering was self-induced, caused by his own mistakes. This simple, rugged fisherman failed when he took his eyes off Jesus walking on the water. Peter even denied Christ in the last few hours before his crucifixion. But despite all that he had gone through, Jesus never forsook Peter. And God used these experiences to mold Peter. And when we endure pain, most of us doubt God's love sometimes, or even question our salvation. Peter reminds us that suffering isn't punishment from God, it is temporary. Even though God didn't cause the pain, he refines us through the pain. If people like Job and Peter could find purpose in their pain, then there must be something in what they're saying to us. The mystery of suffering is never fully understood, but it does seem that suffering will lead us to more prayer, without of anger, without a protest, or just a petition to God. And thus, in the midst of tragedy, our relationship with God can improve. Above all, Peter wants us to understand we're not alone. When we cry out to Christ, he understands our pain, he understands our weakness, because he's endured the same thing. One day our suffering will end. We'll be united with our suffering Lord, and those who come to know him, because he suffered well, will be united with the other saints in glory. You know, suffering doesn't last forever. It seems like it sometimes, but it doesn't. We always get through. Not only do we follow Christ's example by suffering, but we also follow his resurrection. And one day, God will raise us up out of our suffering, and we will be home with Christ forever. The suffering is temporary, and God will use it for good. But we will endure it, we will get through, and we will go on because Christ does not forsake us. I hope this helps you understand a little bit, and I hope this helps your day. May God bless you, and I'll see you again Monday. Have a great Friday. Bye-bye.